This video is sponsored by my favorite website creator, Squarespace, the best place to go when you want to get a domain or create a beautiful website or an online store. Okay, here I am again, reminding myself, and maybe you, to keep a cool head and not invest in these season's trends, just because they are, well, trends. 6 things that I won't be buying this summer because I believe them to be either short-lived trends or wrong for me personally, or because I should remember that yes, I already have a good option at home. So a fresh bit of anti-consumerism coming your way. This first trend I want to discuss is frankly a weird one, and a trend that makes me feel like, are the design houses running out of ideas or what is going on? I'm talking about the dark romance look, like velvets, dark florals, gothic sheer fabrics and details. And I'm not sure what happened there, but there are a few things I have less of an appetite for in summer than dark goth Morticia Adams type clothing. And if we're investing in a summer wardrobe that will stand the test of time and be wearable for years to come, velvet floral summer clothes won't be it, I'm pretty sure. Every summer, it's a new, unusual color that's on trend, and this year is no different. A bright, poppy, juicy red, that's what's been on the runways for summer. It's a very hot, flashy red, which, granted, looks very new and exciting, an unusual color for sure, but okay. Let's look back at previous summer trend colors and see, when we do fall for it and buy clothing in these very specific, unusual colors, are we ever excited to wear them next summer again or the summer after that? Ever? A nice effect of having a more minimalist type of mindset is that colors are mostly out. For me anyway. So if I get something in a color that's not neutral, I make sure that 1, it's a color that easily blends and matches with the rest of my wardrobe, and 2, I won't get bored of it because it's a short-lived trend. And this bright red is for me the typical short color. It's too specific to be timeless. We will get bored. And next summer, there will be another fresh color to salivate over. Better stay away, if you ask me. Another trend that's been around for a while now and isn't looking to go anywhere is the elaborate cocktail trend. Millennials and their fascination for extravagant food and drink trends. First it was specialty coffee, then craft beers, now elaborate cocktails. And with all the strange foods as well. Bone marrow, mushroom teas, homemade sourdough. And hey, listen, I'm just as much of a millennial as the next woman. I love my ginger kombucha and my sencha matcha blend and my home fermented kimchi. What I don't like is when those trends mean you have to buy a lot of gadgets and expensive ingredients, and that let's be frank, you're likely to use these once or twice before you get bored. I don't have a cocktail shaker or an array of spirits because I'm a wine woman. Sparkling, that's my preference. And it takes no more gadgets than a bottle and a flute. Or a coupe, to be honest. Coupes are more my type of glassware. Also, I like to scale back the number of different drugs I introduce to my life. I have my tea, my champagne, or Cremant for the sake of my budget, and I drink a cup of coffee now and then. But white sugar, nicotine, spirits, weed, or anything stronger than that, I stay away. What about you? Where are you on the drug scale? And are you pleased with where you're at, or would you like to make some lifestyle changes? I used to be very addicted to nicotine, by the way, back when I was a teenager, and then also in my earliest 20s. First as a smoker, and then the snus, tobacco that you put under your lip. And shockingly, even after years of heavy use, it was ridiculously easy to stop. It was mental. If I had known how easy it was, I would have stopped so long before. And from the moment I quit, I've stopped even thinking about it. In fact, I forget I even used to do it. Now, talking about drugs, I didn't even remember at first that I used to be a nicotine addict. It's so out of my life and out of my mind. So if you're thinking of quitting, do it. For me at least, it was so shockingly easy. Another thing that I've been thinking about is the content I consume. There's so many films, so many books, so much quality TV and art and social content that I have stopped listening to trends. There's an urge, isn't it, to stay on top of trends and consume what's currently hyped and widely discussed, to not feel like we're missing out or seen as uncultured. I've stopped caring about that. One lovely thing about listening to your own mood and preference is that you develop and identify your own personal taste and preferences. I know which films to watch and which books to read. I know my preferred genre. Basically, stories about intelligent people sitting at cafes talking about art and love. Then nothing happens. No plot, not much drama, just a lot of dialogue. I'm here for like the thick atmosphere, the intelligent language and conversations. If a film or TV series or book is talked about as high concept, plot twisty, epic, action-packed, or like low on dialogue, I'm out. Give me people walking down a street in Paris discussing the 19th century novel or, the politics of marriage, Give me a woman cooking spaghetti in Tokyo while discussing her love life with a friend on the phone for 20 pages. Yes, please. But I know I'm probably like the outlier here. Most of you will likely prefer the high concept plot twist, but do tell me, how would you describe your very own personalized subgenre of books, films, or TV? And either way, my point is this. We have limited content consumption time. We are busy animals. Let's choose what we like instead of what's currently talked about. No, I haven't seen the substance. No, I don't care about the romantic adventures of those dragon riders. Lovely if you do, it's just not for me. And I know why I turn to literature or cinema or TV, and it's for beautiful aesthetics, intelligent conversations, hyper-realism, and a thick mood. Puffy clothing has been around for many years now, and every year they seem to find a new body part to put the puffs on. I love a weirdly silhouetted outfit. I love the volume and drama and exaggerated shapes, but I don't love buying even more clothes. I have some like baby doll like dresses, and I have, these kind of puffy sleeve shirts, and I have some like voluminous skirts. That's enough. A bubbly hip or pom-pom ankles, I don't need it. Of course, it wouldn't be a summer trends video without talking swimwear, because if there's one thing I feel most of us are itching to open our wallets for in summer, is that sparkling fresh bikini. And I mean, even though it's such an incredible simple piece of clothing, there's really only so many ways you can shape a bikini. Somehow, the fashion industry is remarkably clever in coming up with ever new shapes and designs and trends. And yes, I get it, it's fun and it's sexy, but honestly, I have a little collection of bikinis by now. I mean, it's not like you wear them out, unless you're living in like a beach town, which I'm very much not. So I'm not tempted. I will stick to the ones I have and feel fun and sexy in my 4 and 5 and 7-year-old swimwear, because yes, they are still very much fun and sexy enough for me. But what about you? Anything you are itching to invest in this summer? Or are you like me, quite happy with what you already have? I want to know your take on the content consumption too. Like, if you could pinpoint your own favorite subgenre of film or literature or TV, how would you describe it? I'm curious to see if there are any others out there who like films and books about, people talking at cafes and then nothing happened, like I do. Okay, David, actually, let me guess your subgenre. I'd say that David's subgenre of choice is like ultra-realistic, coming-of-age indie films set in the American Midwest with like a lot of sadness and a killer soundtrack. Am I right?
And also set in the 80s or 90s.
Set in the 80s or 90s. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today, and looking forward to seeing you in the comments. Give me a like if you want me to continue making these like anti-consumerism type of videos, and feel free to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Now, do you want to create a stunning website or launch your own blog? Squarespace has you covered with its latest innovations. First up, let's talk about the new design intelligence. Combining 20 years of design expertise with cutting-edge AI, this tool helps you unlock your creative potential, building a personalized, one-of-a-kind website that fits your needs. Squarespace also makes running an online store easier with Squarespace Payments. Onboarding is fast, and you can start accepting payments in just a few minutes. Plus, it supports various popular payment options like Klarna, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and others, giving your customers payment flexibility. And for seamless social media integration, Squarespace allows you to connect your social media accounts in just a few clicks, whether you're embedding a feed or syncing your products directly to Instagram or Facebook. It's an effortless way to expand your reach and keep everything in sync. So what are you waiting for? Go get your free trial today at squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/jennymustard to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Okay, thank you so much for watching today. That's it for me. Hope to see you very, very soon. All right, bye.